TradeFXDirect.com presents. What is options trading? In order to understand the concept of options trading, you need to understand what options are. An option is basically a contract that gives the buyer the right but not the obligation to sell. As a buyer, you have the right to sell the asset at a specified price on or before a specified date. Therefore, an option gives you the option to buy something you cannot afford right now at a later date. Still confused? Here's a simple example. You want to buy a certain house, but you can't afford the asking price of $300,000. You can negotiate a deal with the owner that allows you to buy the house at a later date when you do have the money. For this deal, you pay $3,000. The thing that makes options profitable is the fact that certain situations or circumstances can make the home more valuable. For instance, if the house happens to have a selling angle that makes it a value higher than the $300,000 you would have paid for it, when you can buy the house, you can turn around, sell it again, and make a tidy profit. Even if circumstances make the home worth $1 million within the time period agreed, the buyer still has the obligation to sell it to you at the agreed $300,000 price. You can then resell the home for a handsome $700,000 profit. If, however, the house turns out to be worth much less than you thought and you don't want to buy it anymore, you're not under any obligation to buy the house, but you would lose the $3,000 for the option. The two most important points of options trading. In the above example, we can deduce two very important points. When trading in options, you have a right but not an obligation to do something. As we have seen, you can let the expiration date on the option pass, at which point you'll lose 100% of your investment. The second point is an option is simply a contract that dictates what the buyer and the seller agree to do with an underlying asset. An underlying asset can be anything. In the case of our above example, the underlying asset is a house. This is why options are sometimes referred to as derivatives. The option derives its value from something else, in this case the house. In many cases, the underlying asset is usually an index or a company's stock. Despite the fact that options trading sounds very confusing, you only need to understand the language, such as a call, which is very similar to having a long position in forex trading. You can easily get into this form of trading, which is just as highly lucrative as forex trading, if not more. The easiest way to know how to do it is to try it out. Give options trading a shot and let us know how it worked out. Just enter your comments or questions to the comments section below. You were listening to a TradeFXDirect.com production. 100% sharing bonus and 40% power bonus. Unparalleled trading. Join today at TradeFXDirect.com.